I'm here with Kyle Kazuda. We put our minds together to create what we think would be the perfect drilling session. The first drill that's the biggest bang for your buck is where we dink straight ahead, but play out a normal game right at the kitchen line. So Kyle, you can start it off. So we want to try and move our opponent around, and the key to it is to take balls out of the air, to control the kitchen line, and speed up when we have the opportunity. Oh, nice. The reason I like this drill so much is because it takes a full match and condenses it down into just the meat. You're getting rid of the fat with the serve return, your partner misses a third shot drop, and it just gets right into the action of what you truly need to improve.
I like it too because often when you're at the kitchen, you're gonna attack the person right in front of you.
Right.
And as you move up levels, you're also going to get attacked from the person right in front of you. And so it puts us in that scenario, like you said, just more.
This second drill is specifically to work on our middle coverage. This is a skill that's not really practiced. How it's gonna work, you're gonna feed your partner a ball, he's gonna dink it to you. When you dink it back, he's going to speed it up, and you're working on reacting from here to here. Oftentimes, players will step back like this, and it causes the ball to go into the net. We really want to focus on having a compact swing, not getting too big, and stepping parallel to this line, not back. Step parallel. After you get a couple reps doing it, your opponent can speed up the ball even faster and faster to get game-like scenario. That was probably going out, but now to make it a tad harder, Kyle, let's have you hit the dink way out here. So I have to go from here all the way back to middle. Here we go. Good. Yep, I'm off balance. Perfect. Jumping out of the drill session for a quick second, I put together a list of the most commonly asked questions I get in regards to drilling that I'm sure you get as well. So the first question is, there's two young studs, just like ourselves. They're looking to improve. They're very eager. They want to get good. How many days a week do they drill, and how long should the sessions be?
Like, what level do you think they're at right now?
I'd say they're like 4-0s. They want to become pros. They want to go all into pickleball.
Okay. I think when you think about this, it depends on how much time you have. So like, I think it's more about what you're doing in the time you have versus like, because not everyone's going to have unlimited time. So let's say you're like a college kid and you have 2 hours a day, every single day to do something. I think at the 4-0 level, there's still so many patterns that you're not aware of that if you just go drill, even like just watch this video and then go do drills, you still have to connect the drills
I agree.
To the actual gameplay. You know, for me, there's been like seasons of more drilling. I'm like, man, I just need to like grind out a couple different skills. And then, especially as tournaments are coming, I'm really trying to play a few more games.
I agree with
because
that.
I want to like feel the reads. But as I'm drilling something in a perfect world, I would love to drill something in the morning, and then I like to go play a rec game in the afternoon. Okay. So if you have perfect time, like you can take that skill that you just repped for 30 minutes and put it into a game that afternoon. Because you're really just trying to collapse time zones if you're going from 4-0 to pro. Right. Ideally, you don't want to take 10 years. I mean, 9 years is probably better.
Good. That was good. That was a good answer.
So that's enough at the kitchen. Now I'm going to move back and work on resets, a commonly missed shot at the 4-0 level.
And me up here, I'll be working on my fourth. So notice here, Kyle is very comfortable and not rushing this shot. In an actual game, people tend to miss this ball because they're very frantic and try to rush through the middle of the court. When you do this drill, you get very comfortable so you can confidently hit a reset and get to the kitchen line. How it normally looks when you're nervous in a tournament is me doing this. Pops up, smashed. Should be nice and slow, then you go, under control.
Yeah.
Okay?
The next variation of this drill is instead of just resetting ball after ball, on the third reset, you now have the ability to shift your brain from just defensive mode to now you can actually move up to the kitchen and get aggressive on the right ball.
This next drill, we're gonna be working on our cross-court dinks. It's a fun little mini game with a twist. This is super important to work on because at the lower levels, rallies don't even last past like 5 balls. Yeah. So if you can get super comfortable dinking 10, 20 times, your opponents are gonna be mentally imploding while you're like, oh, this is nothing. I do this every day. We're gonna play to 5 points, but the twist is if you hit the ball into the net, your score goes back to 0. So moving our opponent around and being very consistent. Good. 1-0, no speed up.
Okay.
Work on my two-hander, yep. Was that out?
It was out.
2-0 you.
Yeah.
We're playing a tournament this weekend. I hope Kyle's this consistent then. Good, so a ball like that, if I hit it that high, I'll just give him the point.
Okay.
3-0 you.
Oh.
Yes. 3-1, that doesn't count as into the net. Work the whole court. Middle.
Oh, it's too high.
Yep, 3-2.
That's yours, 3-2.
Good.
Good dinking.
We want to move our opponent around. Don't get complacent. The rule of thumb I follow is never dink to the same spot more than twice.
That's high.
Yeah, that's high. 3-3.
Sorry,
God.
Sorry,
Redo that.
the only other thing is just pay attention to the footwork. Like, it's my job to move him around, but the better players, even when they're being moved around, they use their feet so well to neutralize the ball. So if I like hit him really out wide and he's off balance, if he moves well, uses his footwork, he can get out of that bad situation and then bring it back to neutral where there's really no advantage.
If you dink me a ball out here, there's proper footwork that we should use. However, I see so many people get dinked out wide and use the wrong footwork that just further sets them down in the point and gives their opponent the advantage. So Kyle, I want you to hit me an aggressive dink wide. I'm gonna show you the wrong way first, and then I'll show you the right way. I got sunscreen in my eyes. Okay, so that's the wrong way. Notice I'm shuffling, trying to keep up to the ball. Now here's the correct way. Good, so what did I do there? I cut it off. Sharp angle, I use this foot to cut the ball off as opposed to try to chase it down. It's the little things like that that make the pro players excel that you never even notice. You're coaching someone in their first ever 4.0 level tournament.
Okay.
They have to win or you die.
Okay.
What is the strategy / advice you give them to ensure they excel in this tournament?
Oh, spend the first 5 rallies gathering data, essentially, of like what are the strengths and weaknesses of your opponent.
Okay.
And after those first 5 points, you call a timeout and you get very clear with your partner of what the weakness is of the other player, and you just step on the throat of that player's weakness. Now here's a drill to put all of this together. This is called 7-11. I'm gonna be back at the baseline. Tanner's gonna be at the kitchen line. Tanner's gonna feed me the ball, then I'm gonna hit a drop. But here's the thing, I can't approach the kitchen line until after my second shot. Then we play out the point and we put all this stuff together. Called 7-11 because I have to score 7 points before Tanner scores 11 points. The reason that he has to score 4 more than me is because he's the one with the better court position. He has the advantage. So it's a way to even out the game so it's still fair for both of us.
Oh! The trick for me is to make it really hard for him to approach. So I don't want to give him a free ride to the kitchen if he hits a good ball, meaning I don't want to just tap it over like that. I want to do everything in my power to hit pace, so he has to hit a shot in the middle of the court.
One of the thoughts I've always had is the biggest mistake on the fourth is players not applying enough pressure when they should and trying to apply too much pressure when they shouldn't.
Where he's defending balls, I'm hammering him. Don't get caught in the trap of, here, Kyle, hit me a ball, hit a drive. Don't get caught into the trap of trying to do that. So many players think that they can out-finesse, and if your opponent has any form of, any athletic bones in their body, they're going to get the ball. The last drill that I like to end every single drill session with is this one specific drill for hands. This is the sole reason how I got fast hands, is this one drill. How it works, I'm gonna hit Kyle a dink, he's gonna dink it back, I'm going to intentionally hit a dead dink, and he is going to speed that ball up anywhere at me. So he can speed it up here, 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 anywhere. I am anticipating where he's speeding up and focusing on keeping a compact swing, and we play it out. If you do this, your hand speed will go through the roof, no questions asked. The last question, now you're a guy of pickleball, business, you're very smart.
Yeah.
What is your favorite quote? It doesn't have to be pickleball related, just what is your favorite quote that you apply to pickleball, apply to life?
Yeah, it's you can do serious things while having fun.
I like that.
I love it. Yeah, that's what I like live by that.
Yeah, my favorite quote is miles to be good, inches to be great.
Ooh.
So Like, we put the work in drilling. Like, we practice, we play more than anybody. We get to the tournament, we've done the miles. It's just the inches of shifting our mindset to be good in that moment. We have the skill. It's just this.
That's good.
You know, and that applies to everything.
That's really good.
You know?
I like that.
So, cool.
Inches to be great, miles to be good, right? I'm just kidding.
Thanks for watching. If you're unfamiliar with Kyle,
You shouldn't be.
you can check him out on YouTube at That Pickleball Guy.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe to both of our channels to see content just like this.